Breaking news. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology has noted recent volcanic activities in Mount Quirante and predicts that it will erupt during the first or second week of June. Everyone is advised to stay home and be prepared. Faye Ferrarin of Milkyway News reporting.
I am Ella, and I am 40 years old, and I am a single mother.
I'm Katie, 15 years old, and I'm her daughter.
Where were you and what were you doing before everything happened?
I was at home with my child, and I was doing our regular activities and chores. And that time I was cooking when I heard the news.
So, what did you feel after hearing the news about the possible eruption of Mount Quirante?
I felt terrified all of a sudden after hearing the news about the possible eruption of Mount Quirante.
Despite the news and warnings of the government, why did you decide to stay in your home?
The volcano has been dormant for how many years, and there are a lot of signs and warnings announced by the government, and it didn't erupt for how many years. So I didn't really think that it will erupt this time.
Hello, I'm Jacelina Planos from Disaster Risk Reduction Management.
Miss Planos, could you please tell us what to do before a volcanic eruption?
So the first thing to do before volcanic eruption is to prepare your go bag. Go bag consists of emergency kit with medical supplies, water, food, radios, and batteries. And also, dormant volcanoes can erupt anytime. And of course, prepare for the worst case scenario.
And I'm Judith K. from Manila. And
We are married.
can you tell us about your experience during the eruption?
So it's actually funny because the day of our wedding was scheduled the day Mount Quirante decided to erupt.
So I actually proposed to her 2 years ago, and last year at just June, we get married, and unfortunately, the Mount Quirante decided to erupt and before the wedding.
What measures did you take to make sure you and your guests survived the disaster?
So even though Mount Quirante erupted on our wedding day, we still pushed through the wedding. So we just followed some safety measures. We gave our guests their own face masks and goggles. It was hilarious, but also kind of scary at the same time because we don't know what would happen. But yeah, it was overall a special day.
Congratulations on your wedding day, Mr. and Mrs. Angelia.
Thank you.
But do you think it was a good idea to push through your wedding despite the eruption?
Yes.
Yes, of course. It was actually like a love-hate decision because we were scared, but we were also ecstatic at the same time because it was, I think, the first eruption of Mount Quirante in 100 years. Yeah, so it was still special.
My name is Florence Imagas, and I am from Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council, and I'm here to tell you what to do during volcanic eruption. First, avoid all low-lying places because lava flows and mud flows are more likely to pass here. Seek cover in case of pyroclastic falls and ballistic projectiles. If inside the house, close all doors and windows to avoid ashes from getting inside or stay indoors.
I'm Shadowland de la Cruz, 32 years old, and this is my daughter, 7 years old. And my husband,
You were in the evacuation center that time. How did you feel about the disaster that just happened?
Since we are a new resident here in our locality, it is our first time to experience this horrible situation. You know, my family and I felt so frustrated And I got so scared as a mom of what might happen to my child. You know the feeling that the evacuation center room so crowded, everything feels so suffocating that every time you have to go outside, we need to wear respiratory mask and goggles for our protection. But I have to be brave and find ways for us to survive.
Mr. De La Cruz, as the man of the family, how did you handle the disaster?
As the man of the family, I handled the disaster as a man would do, and I stayed calm for them, for my family, for them to look up to me, for my guidance and support. And if I panic, it will only add to their anxiety and fear. That would be it.
Hello, Ariel. How do you feel right now? Do you feel scared? Why?
Because it's so scary.
Hello everyone, I'm currently from the Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council, and today I'm going to be telling you what you should consider doing after a volcanic eruption. Continue listening to a weather radio or TV for the latest information. Number 2, remain inside your homes until officials declare it is safe to leave. Number 3, inspect your home. Number 4, when outside, avoid volcanic ashfall. Number 5, clear roofs of ashfall. And last but not least, avoid making phone calls except in serious emergencies.